Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in and find out what kind of message the Spirit has for you today. So I am filming this today on the day of the full moon here in August, okay? It's August 1st today, on the date that I'm filming this, okay? So I definitely do think that we're going to get some full moon cycles, and the full moon is about completion, it's about letting go of the past and issuing in like a new positive energy for yourself, right? So I definitely feel like we are talking about brand new beginnings here with the full card ending up on back. Aries energy, but also this full moon is in Aquarius, so I almost said Aquarius energy, but that's right as well. So I definitely feel like, yeah, so you have a brand new beginning here, okay? And I'm getting like you're right on the edge, and I'm getting this kind of energy of like you might really be having, there's so much energy here. Like the chariot as well as the 8 of Wands. Almost at 8 of Swords. So this definitely could be mental anguish or mental energy here, okay? It might not be in the physical energy. It might be more like in your mind space or in your energetic field of this kind of devil energy. It could be pain, it could be fear, it could be stuff from the past, it could be restrictive thoughts, okay? Capricornian energy as well as Cancerian energy here with the chariot. So there's this energy here of a lot of, and I'm not saying that there's devil energy coming towards you. That's not what I'm saying, because I really feel that because the sun is right after this. So there is a lot of releasing and having brand new beginnings, and kind of, it's giving me this energy of like this devil energy being swept out of your life. Okay. Releasing and letting go. So you might be really the past few months you might have been doing a lot of evolving and a lot of walking out of old past karmic cycles, or sweeping a lot of compulsive thoughts, depression, low vibrational energy, okay, addictions. You could have been facing a lot to kind of issue in a brand new beginning for yourself, okay? And I think a lot has been coming to light, coming to the surface for you. Yeah. So you might have been feeling like you were kind of in a pause, where you were in a pause energy, excuse me, where you kind of felt like you were having to stop and like really pay attention to a lot of, just a lot of the energy flow around you and releasing a lot of things. And I'm hearing forgive, like forgiving yourself. Yeah, I really feel like your emotions have really been running high over the past few months, but you are making, you're right, you're being bold and making those first moves, making that move. And that does remind me more of this Aries energy here, where it's like, I'm doing what the hell I got to do to feel better, to really get the addictions, the obsessions, the fears, all of that stuff. I'm just getting it out of my life, okay? I'm releasing and getting it the hell out of my life. That's what I'm really getting. Absolutely. So stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into the places, in the spaces where you're really supposed to be along your divine path, okay? And I'm getting it for some of you, it could have been hard to see it that way. Because sometimes you could get in a mindset where it's hard for you to see your accomplishments, or hard for you to see, kind of like take a step back, because maybe your emotions are running so high. You feel so in the situation, it's kind of hard for you to step back. And it could be like a thing where in retrospect, you look back and you're like, actually, I was doing a lot of healing. I was doing a lot of this. While you're going through it, you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm lost and all this. And then afterwards, the energy leaves and you're like, you know what? Like, actually, I was releasing and I was doing a lot of stuff, but I feel way better now. New moon energy. So, exactly. Right? That's just a confirmation here with this full energy of a brand new start, And I feel like definitely if you have been going through a lot of this energy right here, feeling really down or feeling really heavy, if you have been releasing and letting go of a lot of heavy energy, you are going to be feeling this brand new energy come in. Yeah. And we talked about this earlier, how I said that in some earlier readings that I was recording, I said that, which I'm not sure if I've posted those yet. Um, because I've been recording a lot of readings, and then spirits have kind of been guiding me to kind of wait because it's not quite time. So, but there is this kind of energy around feeling like, you know what, like I feel really good. There's this energy of like a brand new kind of like a new, fresh new beginnings kind of blowing in for the fall. And I said that too, that every time I tapped into like the energy of what was coming up in the fall, it felt like so much lighter and so much airier, and just so much kind of like a rest and an energy of rest and replenishment after going through a kind of like a heavy or a very like intense shadow work kind of cycle that you might have been on for the past few months. because I don't know about y'all, but with all these eclipses and all that everything, it's not like I've felt down. I've definitely felt worse. I've definitely gone through like much more intense cycles of karma releasing, but definitely, it's definitely been a lot. But it does feel way better. Yeah, so communication is key. So some of you might be having some really important conversations with friends or family members. I'm even get that for some of you, you could have a very important conversation with your job. You might have a kind of make it or break it moment, is what I'm hearing, with your job. That could be confirmation from somebody. There is this energy of feeling like, you know what, I need to leave behind. Yeah, luck is on your side. So if you've been thinking about going to your boss and ask, and there's something about moving or transitioning, maybe it could be moving into a new position, moving into a new department, taking a leave of absence, asking to transfer to a new department or a new location, where you're just like, look, I really want to move. I need something new. It could come at the time when you might go and like put in your 2 weeks notice or tell your boss, like, hey, I'm officially putting in my resignation or something, and they could be like, let's work this out. What is it exactly? What's the reason that you're leaving? Well, I feel stagnant. Whatever the reason is, they could work out. You could work out something where they transfer you to a new place. Because for some of you haven't even asked. You're just like, you and your family is moving, or you're moving or something like that, and you haven't even asked if perhaps maybe they have a office in that area, or if they have another franchise or another location that you could go work in. Your boss could even say, hey, look, I haven't told anybody in the office this yet. It's kind of coming down the works. We're actually building a new location, and that's actually right down that's actually within like an hour drive, or within a 30-minute drive of where you're moving or where you're going. Have you thought about transferring to a new location? Because I would hate for this company to lose you. You're a good asset. So for some of you, you could have a very surprising conversation where you're like, wow, like I thought I was going in and I was losing a job today, but actually my job really worked with me. And again, that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you out there, you might be very surprised that you're having that kind of like fresh new beginning, and your job could be, I just heard footing the bill. So for some of you, your job could be like, we'll pay to move you and your family out there or something like that, and give you some kind of stipend. And you're like, what? If you'll go open this new home office down in wherever, or up in wherever, or over in wherever, and it's like, really? Well, I have been feeling quite stagnant. I have been, I was honestly thinking about leaving. Yeah, full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So I definitely feel like there has been some kind of negative communication. This could definitely be negative self-talk as well. Um, or just like negatively talking like, oh, this is just isn't going to work out. I'm just going to have to start over. I'm just going to have to move on. Let me not even try. Let me not. I just, yeah. But there is a divine plan in the way that something is unfolding right now in your life. There is a divine plan behind it. Yeah, I definitely think that was, and it was 8:13 down on the clock right when I paused that. I definitely think there's something that is coming up for your consideration, is what I'm hearing. That's what Spirit is saying, is that you're having a decision, and in the month of August, that's going to come up for your consideration. Yeah, look, more Aries energy. So being in your masculine energy, and being in this transformational energy. I also think that for some of you, you're on the verge of really transforming your relationship with somebody. Now, this doesn't feel necessarily romantic. This feels like either familial, or like a friend, or like a business relationship. There could be, yeah, I'm hearing like breaking loose. Like there might have been some kind of block, or some kind of Spirit wasn't saying it was necessarily like a block. It was just about a timing issue. Something could break loose. Something could kind of like, a way could open up here. Yeah, because they're showing me like a dam, and they're showing me like water just like flowing in. So there's something here where something that was being held back is flowing in quite suddenly. And it's going to bring a lot of abundance into your energy, okay? And it's going to bring this massive transformation. Yeah, I'm also hearing I can do it. It's kind of this feeling, you could have a manifestation that you've been trying to bring in, and this manifestation could come in August, and it could really kind of have you riding high, and kind of really feeling like, wow, like I'm kind of the ish, like I made this happen, or I made this work, or wow, I can't believe I patented, getting this new job, or I patented this new location, or everything just worked out. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, wow. And it has you so like, well, it's like, wow, if I can make this work, what else can I make work? You know, what else can I manifest in, or what else can I do? Adjustments are required. So I definitely feel like here there are also going to be some things that are very much so revealed to you here, okay? And it's this kind of energy, again, it's this energy of things that you've been waiting on, okay, with that Seven of Pentacles there. For some of you, it could be like, yeah, I saw this coming, or yeah, I saw that coming, or yeah, I knew it was coming before long. You know, there is something here where it's like, yeah, I know. And you could be kind of a little bit angry, but you can't be that angry about it because you're kind of like, yeah, I saw it coming. So there is some kind of complicit, you know, some kind of complicit nature here in the fact that you were participating in some kind of behavior, or you participating in something and you're like, yeah, I knew eventually that would catch up with me, or I know eventually somebody would say something. Or I didn't think I'd really get away with that forever. Or, you know, it's like, yeah, I get it, you know, but I think that you're going to kind of take it in stride. And you're going to kind of, and post it happening, and post you kind of being like, whoa, okay, this happened. Or, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, I saw that coming. And you know what? There is an opportunity here for a blessed brand new beginning that's coming in. What do you need to release? And I think that you are really going to, that this is going to bring about some kind of transformational energy here, that in the end, you're going to be saying like, I really needed to release this. So again, for some of you, if it is a job, or if it is a relationship, or it is a habit, you were just like, I knew that doing that might catch up with me, or it might have some kind of negative effect. And so like, I kind of saw it coming, you know, and turns out I actually really did need to release this. I needed to let go of it. Yeah. You're also, again, with that kind of like healing energy, there is going to be a lot of healing energy that comes in here for you in the month of August. I really feel, yeah, and I really feel like actually with this Nine of Swords, ooh, my heart chakra just got so light. There is something that has been causing you anxiety, or something that kind of, you know, when you have that something to do, or you have this thing, again, I think it's this looming kind of anxiety of like, oh, I knew eventually that'd catch up, or I knew eventually this would come up. Or, you know, it could even be somebody sitting down with you and being like, so this, and you're like, yeah, I knew eventually it would come back. You know, I knew eventually this was going to come up, or eventually we'd have to sit down and have this conversation. But I feel like it's going to go better than you think, even if this does involve you like walking away, or out of a relationship, or walking away from some kind of business, or some kind of it's the energy of you disconnecting your energy from something, and then you might kind of be like, dang. But then as soon as you do, you're like, oh, like I feel so much better. Like I feel so much lighter. I feel so much higher vibrational. Like it's something that's like, wow, I didn't know how much that was causing me anxiety, or I didn't know how much that was actually weighing on me, or how much being in this situation was actually bringing some kind of low vibrational, or like low energy into my life. It's kind of this energy of like something is sitting on the back burner, and it's sucking your energy without you really knowing about it. Like you kind of know about it, and it's that thing that, that, what is it they say? It's like a thorn in your side, or like that thing that's just sitting, that's kind of like tap, 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 tap. And it comes up every once in a while, and it gives you anxiety, and you're like, but you're able to like breathe through it and like go on about your business, but you kind of haven't really been paying attention to it. It's definitely going to come to the surface and be like, it's going to come to a head, and it's going to be like, okay, now you have to pay attention to me. But after this, it's going to be relieving. It's going to bring some relief, because it's like something that's been building up pressure, and it's like you're popping it, and then the pressure is like, okay, but it is bringing up here something that needs to be released. And I think it's some kind of form of like devil energy or toxic behavior or something here that it's releasing from your life. Oh, it's also releasing a choice. Like, I don't know if this has been like, well, this is an option, or this is that. I don't know if this will be somebody coming to you being like, no, take the offer back, or something. You're like, okay, but there's some kind of relieving of energy here. There's also some kind of relieving of confusion here, is what I'm getting from this. It's just like the air of confusion, or this air of, well, maybe it's this, or maybe it's that. This could also be like, again, if you are looking at job offers, you could get contacted by a company and saying, hey, we're rescinding our offer because this came up. And you're like, I thought that might come up. Okay, fair enough. But it makes making the decision, it's like, well, that's one, like, okay, well, this is the option, or okay, I only have two options, or okay, it's this, it makes something about it taking itself out of the equation actually frees up some energy here for you. Yeah, and I'm just feeling like this yeah, it's kind of this energy of just like old stagnant energy, just kind of just like unblocking itself, you know? So there's something here actually that I feel like you've kind of been minimizing. That is not necessarily like, you know, but it's kind of this looming thing behind it. It's like, oh, I knew this was coming. Yeah, and you might have been choosing not to really, or you might have been acting innocent about it, or being like, what? That? What are you talking about? But you knew it was kind of a problem, you know? Or it could also be a situation where it's like, maybe you thought you weren't emotionally ready to handle it right here. You could also be apologetic about it, like, okay, time has come. We need to talk about this behavior. Like, okay, and you're like, I am sorry, but I totally understand. But it's bringing up this kind of, yeah, it is a judgment moment here where it's like this has got to go. Like spirit is telling you whatever this is, it needs to go. Whatever this behavior is, whatever this relationship is, or connection is, or habit is, whatever it is, it needs to go. And it's actually removing itself from your life, you know. Um, yeah, and there is something here for you where you're just like, I really have to take this seriously. I really need to take some kind of change or some kind of, you know, it kind of brings in a shift of attitude for you. Definitely. And like I said, it's opening some kind of space or some kind of situation that was kind of blocked, that you were kind of like, indecisiveness. You're kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? Spirit's like, we got you. We'll just take, it's not like we'll take the choice away from you, but it's like, it's kind of almost this energy of like, I don't know. I was going to go down a road that the spirit doesn't want me to say that. Like I said, it could be something that you're even like acting indecisive about. Or again, with that two of swords, it's like, I don't see it. I don't see it as an issue. I don't see it. There are bigger, more important things that, you know, I see. Yeah, it's an issue, but there's five other issues, and those are more important. I'm prioritizing my time, or I'm prioritizing my energy. But this thing that's been sitting on the back burner has actually been drawing your energy more than you think. And like I said, actually, once you face it and once it comes up and it's over with and you clear it away, you're actually going to be like, oh wow, I'm actually able to breathe a sigh of relief. I'm actually able to. This was actually bothering me, like deep in the back of my subconscious or deep in the back of my mind. It's actually causing me more anxiety than I wanted to give it credit for, or that I wanted to admit that it was, you know? And so it's like, oh, wow, that actually frees me up, you know? This judgment energy, or this time of reckoning, this kind of moment here actually kind of frees me up more than I even realized that it would. Yeah. I do think there are some people who could be acting a little like petty or shady about this. Or that could be you. That could be you being like, nope, you know, like with that kind of Seven of Swords energy where you're kind of just like, nope, nope, I don't see it. I'm just going to kind of move on from it. It's not really an issue, right? And it's like, yeah, it is kind of an issue. Um, there's no more abandoning this. There's no more turning away from it. It's gonna be pushed right to the forefront because you need to release it. And it's giving me like kind of like whatever this energy, whatever it is, it's enabling some kind of toxic energy to stay in your life. And the toxicity of this, or the something just kind of devil energy that is surrounding this, is going to be brought to the surface. Yeah, and but I'm telling you, like whatever it is, it's actually going to bring in some kind of victory for you, and it's actually going to be seen as kind of like a blessing, like a disguise, like a blessing in disguise. Isn't that what they say about things? Like something happened and you might initially be like, oh no, but then you're like, but actually it's a blessing in disguise, because I'm just going to face it, get it off the back burner, and actually, I feel much better about it. But it is going to kind of come across like bad news at first. I'm telling you. You're going to kind of be like, what the hell? Yeah, but it is going to bring some kind of temperance energy. It's going to balance out something in your life. Okay, Spirit wants to talk about something different now. Okay, so we're talking about that. You're going to have some kind of decision here. Okay, Somebody's making some kind of decision about a partnership, about a relationship. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic, but it is about your partnership or your relationship between you and something else, okay? And this is fated to happen. It's something that's fated to happen. For some of you, somebody has decided that it's fated for the two of you, for this kind of situation to come to a head. Queen of Wands, this person feels very attracted into you, very attracted into having this conversation or opening up and being honest with you. I do think this person is feeling a little heavy in their chest about it. They're contemplating, they're thinking about it so much, meditating, contemplating. They could even be praying about it, asking God, asking their spirit guides, asking the universe for, I'm hearing deliverance, like from some kind of isolation or from some kind of situation here where they felt like they couldn't come towards you or they couldn't bring this up. And I feel like somebody's just going to be like, again, I think this is going to be drawn into you when whatever this block is, whatever this is, like breaks loose. And a lot of things are going to be coming in towards you. And I'm hearing that for some of you, you could go through like this, like a mass purge of things where like you might, this is three things. So three major things might come up. I think this is the second major thing that's going to come up in the month of August. Communication is key came up again. So there's definitely, again, right? Somebody has decided that community is like now or never, or use it or lose it, or like, it's like, yo, it's like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to make your move, or are you going to just stay silent forever? But the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah. So there's somebody here that feels like it's like now or never. If I don't have a conversation with you about this, like it's never going to work out or it's never going to happen. Like make a choice, make a decision. Again, it's time for action. There's a lot of energy like coming toward like not only you are like I need to make decisions, but there are people around you that are like I need to make a decision about collective. So I need to make a decision about what I'm doing, and what's going on here. Tell me more. Who is this person? Okay, the Hermit card came out. This person could be a Virgo, or they could just be quite like a solitary person, or somebody that you haven't heard from in a long time. They could be older than you, or they could be like a wise person. They could be a teacher or a professor, or they could teach. Again, I'm getting, it could be like an older person that has a relationship with you. So this could be like a father figure, or like an uncle, or a grandfather even. But they have to relieve some kind of anxiety. They have to get something off their chest because they have fears that if they don't speak up, if they keep themselves in isolation, things are going to get worse. And so they definitely feel like they've made some kind of discovery here with that star and the lantern energy right there. They've gone inside and they're meditating and contemplating on it. And they're like, it's a now or never. Yeah, look, there's a star. They've been thinking about it. They've been waiting, and they're just like, I can't keep waiting. Like, I gotta shoot my shot, or I gotta say something. I feel like for some of you, this is a person that might speak to you in hypotheticals. Like, well, hypothetically, what if me and you were in a relationship? How do you think that would go? Or hypothetically, if this happened, how do you think how do you think you would handle it? And you're just like, talking about you, and you're like, this person, like, what, me? No, no. Why would you think that? Um, that's for some of you, or for one of you, maybe even. Ten of Swords. I feel like this person feels like they stabbed themselves in the back with this Ten of Swords energy, but they're like, I feel pinned down. It's now or never. Like, this is either going to end. This is a make it or break it moment for this person. Yeah. And it really is. It's a moment for them to, I feel like for somebody, this person might choose to isolate. This person might choose to just, you know what? It's smarter just to never come forward. Yeah. They might. Yeah. They might refuse to make a decision. And Spirit is saying in them refusing to make a decision, that is a decision. That is their decision. Seven of Pentacles. Someone might feel like I said before, if you're leaving a location, a job, if you're moving or something like that, some kind of like big, like actual physical movement is happening here. Somebody might feel like it's now or never. Like, say that you're leaving a job, you might have a coworker, or you might have somebody that is tied into that some type of way, being like, what, you're leaving? Like, yeah, like, this person feels like I might never see you again. So you know what? Let me shoot my shot, or let me say this. Let me get and it could be even something as simple as this person has had a huge crush on you, and they're like, "Can I have your number? Because I'd really like to actually, out of us, like actually hang out sometime. I was actually thinking about it, but now I know that you're leaving. Like, or even for some of you, it could be like, hey, ooh, for this somebody older with this could be somebody like a boss or a manager or something like that, where this person was hesitating coming toward you or shooting their shot at you, but you're like, but they're like, you're no longer an employee, or you're no longer under me. So now actually, maybe I can come forward and be like, hey, it would have been inappropriate as long as you were working here, but since you're not working here anymore, can I get your number? Or, can I take you out? For some, I'm not even gonna play with you. For some of you, this person, it's strictly physical, and this person is like, if I don't shoot my shot now, like I'll never get a chance to bag that, like I'll never get a chance to. For one of y'all, this person just said, I'll never get a chance to touch them cheeks. Like this person likes to watch you as you walk away, and they'll be like, ooh, if I could just reach out, but nope, I'm not gonna risk my job on it. I'm not gonna do that. Mm-mm-mm. And now that they're hearing, because it's like, no, I'm their boss, or they're an employee, or they have some kind of position. The company they work at could definitely have a big like no fraternization policy. Could be like a no tolerance policy, or even like a no, even if you're working together, you're not allowed to be in relationships or something like that. Or they're just not willing to risk it. But you're like, hey, guess what? Today's my last day. I won't see you guys again. I'm putting in my 2 weeks. This person is gonna come up to you on your last day and be like, yo, I've been wanting to, I've wanted to clap them cheeks the whole time, and I see that you no longer work here. So tomorrow, can I call you tomorrow? Because you don't work here anymore. Can I call you tomorrow? Can I take you out? You know, because you no longer work here. So what's up? Yeah, what did I say? King and Queen of Wands, I'm telling you. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's deciding like, you know what? I need to show my value, or I need to show up in some kind of stability here. But again, for some of you, this person is like, yo, hey, yo, about them cheeks though. Like, another me. I've been seeing the eyes that you send me. I see the eyes that you send me. I see the looks that you send me. What's up? Like, I know you no longer work here. What's up? Yeah, something's gonna come to the light. I'm telling you, this person wants to bring something to light. Justice. With that Justice card, look, there's that Eight of Swords in reverse that I talked about earlier. With that Justice card, for some of you, somebody here, like after you leave, so say you are leaving a job or something, after you leave, somebody might come to you and tell you that there was something shady around, like, I just didn't think it was right, or say that you have like coworkers or somebody that you're really close to. If you hang out with this person like outside of work, you might hear some things like, yo, like, I never knew it while you were working there, but as soon as you left, like your manager started talking so much trash about you, or your coworker started talking so much trash about you. Like, I always saw them being so buddy buddy with you, but the second you left, they were like, F that person, can't stand that person, I'm so over that person, yuck. It's like, I'm so happy that they finally got what was theirs. And you might kind of be like, what? Like, dang. And that might be, right? There it is. And that might be some of the kind of negative energy that you were being sent, that might have been tied to this, that you had no idea. So you might have had somebody smiling in your face but talking mad crap about you behind your back, and then as soon as you detach from that, and you're not believing some kind of lie, it's actually a lot lighter energy, because that person is not actively sending you evil eye, or sending or talking mess about you, or doing that. That person's not actively sending that energy towards you, so it's actually lightening your load. And you might be like, wow, well, that's why. Now, that's just a little aside. That's not going to be for all of you. Spirit saying like something like 30% of you might hear about the fact that some people that you work with, they were really kind of fake. And you were like, wow, like, okay, no wonder I feel so much better not being there anymore. No wonder No wonder, because this person, they were always smiling in my face, but I always got a weird feeling around them, or always got a heavy energy around them. And it was because secretly they really didn't like you. They couldn't stand your ass. And somebody from your job might be like, yo, they're two-faced as hell. Like, I just wanted to tell you, though, like they were always smiling in your face and up your ass, but the second you left, they were like, oh, so happy they're gone. What a drag. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. You know? You also might get some energy around somebody saying, like, wow, your department, like, after you left, your department really went downhill because that person that was kind of behind your back, they stepped up into your position, or they stepped up to fill your spot, and they couldn't do it. Why they wanted to talk so much mess about you. Why they wanted to talk so much mess about you. Nobody likes them as much as you. They don't give as good service as you. They don't do as good a job as you. Something like that. And they're like, wow, your department really, boom. As soon as you left, all kind of shit broke out left and right. And you know what I think it is? I really think it's some kind of karma. It's some kind of energy. Because remember, we talk about this sometimes, like, you don't know. And spirit will take some people out of your life because you have no idea, like, some kind of negative energy or something is, that they've been sending to you is returning to sender. As soon as you remove your presence, like, something can really come down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. But there's something, yeah, I've had that heaviness, like, in my throat chakra. Something's going to come out. Somebody has been holding something back, and it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming out, boom, out of nowhere. Somebody's making a drastic move towards you. Page of Swords, they finna tell you. They're holding up that sword, and they're about to swing you. They're about to tell you. Wow. Yeah. Whatever kind of falsities or whatever, it's like all that stuff just melts away. And like I said, for some of you, it's a green light because they're like, they don't work here anymore. They're quitting. Cool. Cool. That's all I need to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Now I can make my move on them. And for some of you, this is my last chance. This is my last shot. I might never see this person again. I gotta ask them at the least, I gotta ask them for the number. I gotta ask them out. Like, I gotta shoot my shot. Like, I gotta do this. And it's just gonna, it could just, oh, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. So, I heard that you were leaving. Like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Uh-huh. Look, you want to go out with me? Like, just suddenly out of nowhere, you're like in the middle of a sentence. Like, yeah, well, I just thought it would be really nice. I'm kind of moving. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know how you feel about this person. Spirit's not really telling me if you would be interested in this person. For some of you, yes. And for some of you, I heard a loud nah. Like, nah, that's, nah. Yeah, because for some of you, this is like the person that you like flirt with at work kind of lightly or something like that. It's like I wouldn't call them something as strong as like your work husband or something like that. But it kind of seems like nope. For some of you on your side, it seems like for some of you, you could tell this person is just about the wand, or they're just about, they're just about the passion or the carnal action. And you're like, no, I know I flirt, or I know I'm like this, but I'm not really actually like that. Like, for some of y'all, this person could be in a relationship, or this person could be married, and they could be like, yo, so I wasn't willing to risk my job, but I am willing to risk my marriage to take you out on a date. And you're like, ooh, that's not a good look. I'm good. Bye. I'm like, no. I might flirt and I might do a little hee hee tee 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 in, but I'm not actually gonna do that. I'm not actually gonna go down that road with you. Like, no. Or for some of you, you're just not interested in the person. Like, they're fun to kind of flirt with. They're fun to kind of hee 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 tee 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 with, key at work and whatever. But you're like, but I'm not really actually interested in anything real. And the fact that you were working together and you're like, oh no, I don't date my coworkers. I don't do that. You were kind of using that as like a kind of shield to where you didn't actually have to face the real, face them actually really shooting their shot at you. So, because, it might be fun to do all that, but you wouldn't actually really want to be with this person for real. And then, as soon as you're like, that shield kind of starts to lift up, they're like, okay, hey, like, we can actually do them things we were flirting about. And you're like, oh, I'm not actually that person. Like, nah, fam, like, that was just flirting. That's not, For some of you, I don't know. For some of you, you might be interested, but I feel like for the majority of you, you're kind of going to be like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the majority of you are just going to be like, I'm good, Chief. Like, bye. Okay. Next subject. Let's move on to the next subject matter. This is going to be the third and final thing that Spirit wants to talk about. What's going on with you in the energy of August. Oh, this energy feels so good. It feels so much lighter. It feels so much like, yeah. Because that last energy kind of felt like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't really meant to be with you, you know? And so you're kind of like, nah, you're kind of like, I don't know. I feel kind of awkward. I feel kind of weird about that because I'm really not about that life for real, you know? It's one thing to flirt, but it's a complete another thing to actually do it, you know? I definitely feel like there's going to be a brand new cycle that's opening up here for you, um, especially here, something you could have put something in works in Taurus season, okay, that's coming to pass in Libra season, okay? So I know that August is not Libra season, right? But um, I definitely think it is coming up, right? It is coming up. So I definitely feel like there could be an energy here of you. Yeah, oh, this energy feels so much lighter. There's this big energy here of things balancing out and like prosperity coming in for you. Okay, so the third thing that Spirit wanted to talk to you about, and I love that this prosperity lies ahead is coming out, is there are brand new beginnings in your career coming out here. And that Eight of Pentacles, or some kind of project. It could be some kind of personal, like creative project or personal project that you're working on or something. But you're making big strides forward in this. I do feel I just heard the word viral. So for some of you, if you're like some kind of influencer, if you have something going on some kind of social media, you could go viral for something. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't get the big head over this. Spirit is saying, um, I know Leo season's almost up. Something that yes, it's giving me an energy of something that you did in the past is actually gonna like blow up or like come to pass. Some kind of seed that you planted in the past is sprouting and is bringing in some kind of like really nice abundance here for you. Okay, so there's one more of these cards that Spirit wants to bring out. Yep. Have faith in your dreams. Exactly. So there's something here about you chasing down your dreams or about you having the freedom to chase down your dreams, okay? Or really like put something into perspective and realizing that if you don't shoot your shot, if you don't put effort into it, if you just kind of let them stay dreams and let them stay in fantasies, fantasy time is over. They're showing me again that seven of cups in reverse, right? Fantasizing, fantasy time is over. Let's put it into action. So there's a big energy of you shifting over here into masculine, that Aries, like I'm gonna do it because the Fool came back out here again, right? So it's time to take action. I think a lot of people are just gonna be in this it's time to take action energy here. Okay, it's time to switch up the energy. It's time to shake it up. The end of a tough cycle approaches, yeah, with that Capricornian energy. So some kind of life lessons or something that you were going through is really coming to an end. You might, like, again, like I said, you might have actually be at the end of this Hangman energy where you're actually coming to the realizations that you were put in a moment of pause to come about. It's going to be like I see the Tower card right there. It's going to be a Tower moment, okay, here for you. And I think I also feel like for some of you, you could go through some type of glow up. Now, whether or not this is I do think it is in your finances, and I think it could also be in your physical appearance as well. I think if you're fine, if you do, obviously, if you have a lot more money in your finances, then you do have more. You have more cash to maybe take more time off work, take a little bit of rest. You have a lot of stress off your plate, right? A lot of stress. So if you're becoming more financially stable, this is an energy of like, okay, I can actually afford to go on that trip, or I can afford to take a few more days off, or I can afford to step down to part-time, or I can afford to, to treat myself a little bit. I can afford to go out to eat a little bit more, or I can afford more healthy foods. I can afford more raw vegetables, or more, like organic foods. I can afford to have more leisure time to do more meditating and yoga or working out or doing something like that. And that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like a gift of more free time, or it's like something is being taken off your plate and you're just like, wow, I have so much time to just do whatever the hell I want. So yeah, wow. I do think for some of you, you might keep this kind of quiet. You might not really tell people the truth of exactly what's going on with you. You know, my people might be like, "Yo, what's going on with you? Like, where do you go? What's going on?" You might gotta keep something quiet. You know, I don't know if you might get some kind of offer or some kind of deal or some kind of contract here, and you might not really tell anybody. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're just kind of like, people can tell that it's just like you're moving different. Maybe you don't post a bunch, you know, suddenly out of nowhere you don't post a bunch of stuff on social media and you just kind of fall off the map, and people are like, "Where did you go?" And you're just working. You're putting in the work. You're in the studio. You're doing that, and it's going to be very profitable for you. Right? You're like, "I'm grinding." I'm grinding in a healthy way. Yeah, so something here that needed to come to an end is coming to an end. You know? So again, like I said, something negative that's kind of heavy energy that's draining you down is being cut out of your life here. And for some of you, it's taking away this energy of having to balance out, you know, having to kind of being forced to balance out something that was really hard for you to juggle to begin with, you know. Two of Pentacles came right back out. I'm just going to leave it out. Yeah, I really feel like you will be faced with some kind of choice here. You'll be faced with some kind of decision. I feel like you'll be in your head, but not in a bad way. Like, you'll be like, okay, I can do this. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of planning. I'm really feeling a lot of stepping into very, like, decisive masculine energy. And again, with the Three of Pentacles, there is some kind of contract here. There's some kind of opportunity, some kind of contracts, you know, working on something. I'm seeing signing documents. Ooh. So I was also hearing that there's some kind of apologetic third party here. So somebody that either didn't agree with the way that you were doing something, or so, I don't know if you there's some kind of success here in something, and there is this kind of energy of like, I gotta give it to you, you made it, or I gotta give it to you, I guess you were right, like. And there's a range on that for some of, like, but there's this sense of disbelief, like people are going to be like, what? Like, say it is like I said earlier, where it's like you have some kind of social media or something and you go viral for something and you start getting deals, people are going to be like, what? I never thought that that would go anywhere. I never thought you would do anything with that. Like, what? I didn't think you would succeed. And you're kind of just like, well. And somebody, yeah, and there is this energy here of like, I don't know if they'll say it. For some of you, they will. Especially if it's people in your family. For some of you, if it's like people in your family that were like, I don't think so, they're going to be like, wow, I guess we didn't know what we were talking about. Like, I guess you're doing it. Like, oh, I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, it's like, yeah, thanks. Thanks. Okay. I appreciate that. You know, but because it's kind of a lot, it's kind of, I don't think it's going to really hurt your pride. I think you, a little bit, it's going to be bittersweet for you. I really do believe it, because it's going to be like, well, you know, I did it without I did it without you believing in me, or I made it happen. I told you I would. I told you I'd make it happen. I told you I'd do this. But you also too are kind of like, wow, like it did really happen. Like I did really make this. I worked really hard for it, and I'm building it. I'm doing it. And somebody here is going to be like, wow, like your work, you know, like I got to hand it to you. I didn't think that you would do it, but this work is really good, or this that you're doing, it's going to go places. It's going to do things. I can see it already. Or if it's already getting it, it's like, wow, like I got to hand it to you. Like for some of you, this is some kind of like competitive energy at work, and you do some kind of like, you got given some kind of big contract, or you will be given some kind of big contract, or big, it's like, oh, this like a big client, and you get chosen. This person's like, this person will never pull this off, and then you hit it out the fucking park. I'm talking about boom to the moon, and everybody's like jaw dropped, like wow, like, you know. And then that client's walking out saying, I'm gonna work with this company for the next 100 years because of everything this person, because of what a good job that you did. And they go to your boss and they're like, you should give this person all the promotions. They should be sitting in the corner office because they did a stellar job. They're like the best person I've ever worked with on anything, period. And you're just like, yeah, I did that shit. I did that shit. And everybody's just like, huh? Your job's like, wow, Johnson. Like I see somebody like shaking their head like, wow, Johnson's the best guy we got. They're the best person we got. We knew they could do it. That's why we put them on the job. And I'm not even gonna, excuse me, I'm not even gonna play with you. There was somebody here, it doesn't feel like your boss, but it feels like a coworker or a friend or somebody like that was like, you're never gonna pull that off. Like, no shade, like, but you're never gonna pull that. It is shade, but they're like, there's no way they're gonna pull that off. Whatever. But this person was kind of happy because they're like, the boss is finally gonna see that they do a terrible job. And they'll probably get fired, or they'll get put in their place, and I'll finally be able to feel superior to them. And then you do a stellar job, and this person's just got to just eat crow. They got to just they literally showed me somebody like, I don't know if this is going to be significant for you, but I'm going to tell you what I see. I see a person sitting there sulking, sitting at a table, and they have like one of those like paper cone like birthday hats that have the little string, the little like stretchy string that's like a kid's birthday party hat, and they're sitting there and they're eating cake, and they're just like, I'm so happy for them. They're literally like, yuck. Like, people around you are celebrating you and happy for you, and this person is just like, yay. And everybody's like, well, I guess you weren't right about Johnson. Johnson really hit it out the park, didn't they? I heard they're making partner because of this. And they're just like, ooh. And for some of them, they're just like, well, I guess I gotta give it to, I don't know why I'm saying Johnson, but I gotta give it to him, I guess. They did it, I guess. Yeah, they kind of did it. They did a good job. Or if you wrote something or you did something that this person is like looking over the job. So they're showing me that scene. They're showing me the scene from that Ratatouille Pixar movie where the little short chef that gets fired, is sitting there eating the ratatouille that the critic orders, and he's so mad, but it tastes so good, and he's like, damn, he's like, well, I'm so mad, but it tastes so good. Oh, what the hell? But they did such a good job. Like, oh, I feel conflicted. And that's how this person feels. Whatever you do hits this person. And it's undeniable that you did a great job, that you are prospering, that whatever product or whatever it is, a piece of art, a book, a story, an article, whatever it is, a job, you did something, and everybody has to be like, I gotta give it to you. Like, it's fucking brilliant. Like, it's good. You did that. But you definitely do have at least one person that's just like, oh, I'm so mad at how good this is. But I can't deny that, I would look like a straight up crazy person if I didn't deny that. Well, I guess they're doing it. I guess they did that. They really did do that. But they're not doing it with a smile on their face. They're like, yeah, they did it, bitch. It's like, yeah, I guess they made it, bitch. Like, like, okay. Ooh. And I feel like whoever this person is, it's going to kind of send them into like a little crisis or panic mode. So while you were feeling hangman, I feel like this person is going to start feeling hangman 47. So it's going to be a mirroring energy, like same, like the way that you used to feel, or that this person was so happy when you felt like you were in hangman and you couldn't do anything and you were stuck and maybe you weren't, whatever it was, right? But now you're in world energy. You feel like the star of the show. You feel like it's a whole brand new world, a whole new world for you. Your heart is opening up and you're just like, wow, like I did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Yeah. So it's kind of this energy of like, wow, I did that. I really did. I ate. And now this person has to eat. This person wants to eat my ass. Jealous me. Yeah, you're manifesting. There is something here. There's definitely some kind of something you're manifesting in here. You do it. You really did. Regardless. And again, this person has to admit that what they were saying was a lie. It wasn't the truth, right? And they're faced with, this person had this very like, because of their jealousy, because of their whatever it was, they're intimidated, they were jealous, they were whatever it was that they felt towards you. They have to admit that it was a lie. If they were going around telling everybody you're a fake, you're a phony, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're doing, you're never going to accomplish this, they're never going to do that, they're never going to succeed, it's that kind of energy. Whatever, they're crazy, they don't know what they're talking about, and then you blow up, and then you do this, or you've got a really successful business and you're doing that, and I literally see you being like, you're literally, the spirit is showing me you standing there with like flowers, like you're holding a bouquet of flowers, and you're just like, ah, and there's like flashing lights, like flash bulbs, and everybody's like, congratulations, congratulations, wow, you're doing such a great job. This is amazing. This is amazing. You're just like, thank you. Thank you. This person's just standing in the background like, oh, they're so mad. And they have to admit, like I said, I got to give it up to them. I gotta hand it to them. I can't deny it's fire. Like whatever they did is good. So this is like a hater. They'll never make it. They'll say a SoundCloud rapper forever, or whatever they drop that mixtape, it's gonna be fucking bunk, and then they listen to it and they're like, oh, I'm mad. This is a good bar. Like, damn, that was a bar. Like, damn, that's good. Like, oh, this is actually really good. Like, damn it, I'm mad. I don't even want to admit how much I like it or how good it is or like how well it works or like yeah. If you have been feeling like you have been you have been in a time, an era, an age in your life where you have just been like confused and you've been lost and you've been without direction, that's coming to an end. If you felt like you had nowhere to go and you had nowhere to turn and you had no support, that's coming to an end. And you're actually coming out of that hangman energy. And I just heard that, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Yeah. And I just heard that. Oh, I just heard that song. Let's give them something to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. You're looking very determined, and you're looking very much so like you're feeling. And by the end of August, you feel like you could conquer the world. Like you're just like sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. I'm getting a lot of like music references. And that's what I feel like. You're just literally just sitting there, just like wow, like I did that shit. That's what I just feel like. The world's like still in the back. I'm telling you, you're just like you feel so heart open, and you feel so much like oh my god, and you feel like everything is just happening for you. And again, like I said, it's this restful energy. It's this peaceful, restful. Like wow, I can really take a rest. I can take like I feel good because I feel accomplished and I feel like I did that shit. And I kind of silenced my haters. I had some haters, and I said, shut up. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. Or if it is, you can still hate, but you clearly gonna be a hater because I'm clearly succeeding. I'm clearly doing what the hell I'm supposed to do. I said I was gonna do it, and I did it. A fiery climax approaches. More Aries energy. I'm telling you, this Aries energy is crazy, and there is going to be this catharsis inside of you because you're going to be like, wow, I am good enough. Like, wow, I do deserve this. There's that Virgo energy again. So this is the energy that you're going to be in during this Virgo season or during this August, this month of August right here. Like you're really going to be like, wow. Excuse me. There's something else that wants to come out. I'm not sure if Spirit's ready to talk about it yet. What is it, Spirit? Are you ready to talk about this? The devil. So, Spirit is telling me watch your pride. Watch, watch not saying anything petty or not doing or not being too petty or having too much of a like, bitch, I told you kind of attitude. Watch that. I did say that earlier when it's like, don't let your pride get in the way. Yeah, don't let your pride get in the way, right? Just stay grateful. Stay grateful, stay blessed, stay prayed up, like, and just be like, look, like I made it. That's okay. Whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you kind of just being like, and feeling that kind of sense of like, because we're all human here, right? None of us can sit here and say that we are, that we are so above feeling like when somebody tells you you can't do something and you accomplish it, and you do a good job at it, you know, and you're kind of just like, oh, I did it. I did do that. You said that I couldn't accomplish it. You said that I'd never make it. You said that I wouldn't do it, but I did. None of us are above saying that that doesn't feel good, you know? Proving the haters wrong. It does. It feels good, right? My eye is itching so bad. I don't know if that's some kind of sign for somebody, but out of nowhere, I'm talking about this, and my left eye is itching so bad. But be mindful. Be mindful of, yeah, it's just kind of energy of like, I can't be stopped. Like, I'm on top of the world. Like, nope, nobody can tell me shit. I'm that beat. Like, yeah, and there is gonna be a kind of energy here of feeling like, yeah, feeling invincible, feeling all powerful, especially here if you're like really like leaning into your masculine energy. I'm literally seeing a person be like, whoa, like, yes, like you're just like screaming, you're just like, ah, nothing can stop me, like, and so be careful. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know where all this like yawning came from, because I don't feel tired, but there's a lot of releasing out of your throat chakra. So if you've been working on your throat chakra, or again, there's this kind of releasing energy here. If you felt like you've been silenced, or you felt like people have been like, you can't do that. You know, that kind of, you can't say that, you can't do that, you can't accomplish that. If you've been holding that a lot in your throat chakra, uh, and it's really affected the way you like communicate with yourself or communicate with other people, there's going to be a releasing of that, because I feel that energy really shifting and changing around a lot. Also, I definitely feel like something not so nice is coming to the forefront. Like something's been lingering around in the background. What the heck is happening to my eye? I don't know. There's something so significant about that, because it wasn't until this energy came up that all of a sudden out of nowhere my eye started like stinging and burning. Oh, hold on. Let me see this. 'Cause I feel guided to look it up. Hmm. So, so your left eye, it represents feminine energy. The left eye can also represent like a symbol of, is like a symbol of protection, and a symbol of like warding off it, like evil spirits or energy. Processing emotions. Yeah, I feel like you'll be doing a lot of processing emotions, and you might be doing a lot of, I don't know if you'll be doing a lot of crying. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of like energy releasing, especially, yeah, that's mostly what I'm getting with that. I'm getting like releasing some kind of negative energy here. Feeling like this tension on the left side of my body. So if you are, so if you are, or if you are a feminine Virgo energy, or you have had you have a feminine Virgo energy in your life, or you once did, I feel like there could be a lot of releasing energy, especially if this person did some kind of negative energy work either on you or around you, or if they talked a lot of crap about you, or I just really feel like there's going to be a lot of like healing, because there's going to be so much energy here around you stepping into your masculine energy and really like take like really there's just kind of like, I don't want to say a disconnection because it's not a disconnection, but your feminine energy is kind of like taking a back seat, and all of this masculine energy is like coming towards you. You're stepping into a lot of you're taking a lot of action, you're doing a lot of planning, you're doing a lot of creating. There's like this releasing in the background of this feminine kind of energy here, okay? So if you have questioned your value or questioned your worth, I think there's going to be a lot of releasing negativity or toxicity out of your feminine energy, of like issues and worth. Again, with that Virgo, you are good enough, right? Okay, I definitely think that's definitely been long enough. Final messages, any kind of final messages here? Okay. So, this full moon in Aquarius, which is what we were talking about the whole time, there's the full moon in Aquarius making itself known, okay? It's about showing the world the real you. And I definitely feel like you are going to be seen, right? There is this energy here of people, again, right? There was this energy here of people seeing your value, right? The whole thing was about like people that were like, oh, so the way that I saw you has changed. I have an opportunity to shoot my shot, or I need to take an opportunity to shoot my shot. If somebody thought that you were going to be around forever, that you were going to be there forever, it's kind of this changing or this realization like this person is not going to be there forever. Or even if it has people, even if it is about people that have lost you or after you've already left, that again, this could be a situation here where you leave a job, or you leave a group, or you leave somebody and they're just very much so like, wow, I didn't appreciate this person, or they're gonna see you for who you really are. Again, this is also about you seeing people for who they are, right? The realness and the truth of people and the truth of a situation. If you had somebody talking crap about you or spreading lies about you, like I said before, with that Ace of Swords kept coming up, it is going to become a very obvious lie to everyone around this person who they were telling this lie to. It has become very obvious, right? Again, if it was somebody that's like, that person will never do that, or that person will do a crap job, they'll never get away with that, they'll never do anything, they're never gonna blah blah, whatever. It's going to become very obvious that that's a lie, right? Because you're going to be doing a good job, or you're going to be succeeding, and it's that kind of energy here, okay? I definitely feel like there is this energy too of you really actually appreciating the fact that you're stepping out and becoming your real self, and people are seeing that and people are appreciating that. So if you have been working on your self-worth, self-love, if you have been working on the way that you talk to yourself and seeing yourself and being a lot more gentle and accepting and loving of yourself, the people around you and the world around you and the experiences that you have are going to mirror that, because what's on the inside is mirrored to us on the outside. So when you are becoming a lot more trustworthy and a lot more trusting, and you're showing up for yourself, that you're standing in that masculine energy and really like making those plans and doing what you're doing and actually showing up and buying by your word and doing those things and being in like good positive masculine energy, people are going to very much so positively respond to that, as well as experiences that you are attracting are going to become a lot more positive, or going to become, you're just going to attract a lot of situations, a lot of opportunities where people see your value. It's going to be apparent to them. So if you have struggled in the past with people not seeing your worth or not seeing your value, it's because you struggled with not seeing your value, right? As within, so without. And that kind of energy, and as within is changing, so will the so without, right? And there is definitely brand new beginnings beginning here too. I definitely feel like you're issuing in a lot more of a romantic, beautiful, kind of like fresh start kind of energy in for you. Again, you are stepping into that masculine energy and you're getting shit done. And because you're seeing your worth, other people seeing your worth, and you're seeing the worth of the opportunities that you're being given, because you're not having any kind of self-sabotage, or you're not having any kind of issues of being like, yeah, so they're showing me again that whole like, don't doubt yourself, don't doubt that, because for some of you, you were just thinking about leaving a job when you could actually put in for a transfer, put in something, because you were kind of like, my job doesn't care if I go, my job doesn't care if I leave, you know, or this person or this company doesn't care if I'm not here. And when you start to show up and you start to see your value and you're like, well, shit, why not? Why not just shoot my shot? See, all they can say is no, I'm going to leave anyway, you know? And so when you show up and you're just like, I think that I'm a valued employee and I think I'm a valued person, like, so, you know, and I feel like that's going to be mirrored, and you know, the people in higher ups, they're going to be like, oh no, yeah, you're right, we don't want to lose you. I don't think it's a situation where you should go in and kind of like try to manipulate your way into a raise or anything like that, because that is going to backfire. Do not do that. Okay, don't be like, I know this company will turn to shit without me, so give me a raise or I'm gone. You know, that's not going to go very well. Don't approach it like that. Again, don't let your pride, don't get a big head on it. Okay, but if you go into it with this, with a sense of like, I do believe that I am valuable and that people will find value, like, hey, they'll at least be like, hey, we'll work with you. Hey, you know, or at the very least, you might even get somebody that's like, well, actually, I have a friend that runs a business that's kind of similar to your, to like, well, where are you moving to, by the way? I really appreciate you coming and giving me a heads up and allowing me time to fill your position. Like, yeah, like, you're welcome, of course. This has been a good job, and I really appreciate you guys. Well, actually, you know, where are you moving to? Oh, I'm moving to, I don't know, Seattle. I'll just say that. That's the first city that came to mind. Like, actually, you know, my cousin, or actually, you know, a friend of mine that I went to college with actually has a actually has a business out there, and they're actually looking for somebody that has similar experience to you. I wouldn't mind writing you a good recommendation because you were a good employee. Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'll take you up on that offer. You know, like, absolutely. Something like that, you know, where it's like, see your value and other people will absolutely see your value as well. And your experiences will definitely change. Okay. Spirit is also saying, get ready. Take time to breathe out, because make sure that you are taking time to balance out, doing all this stepping out and all this energy and all this creation and all this new energy, to make sure you're taking time to rest, and make sure you're taking time to breathe out, because you're kind of going to be like, holy crap, this is a lot coming in all at once. I'm moving and I'm changing jobs, and wow, like, I went into work today thinking I don't know what I'm going to do, and I came out of here with, you know, a possibility of a new job and a possibility of a new place, and like, it's like my whole situation just flipped. And ooh, like, this is kind of like, wow, it's throwing me off. Like, what? Like, wow, take the action, shoot your shot, sign up for that. You know, for some of you, Spirit is saying that you're actually going to be really lucky right now. So for some of you, you're thinking about signing up to win some kind of trip or win some kind of contest or something like that. Sign up for it, shoot your shot at it. For some of you, you're wondering about applying for some kind of, it seems kind of late, but applying for something. It's like applying for some kind of grant, or for applying for something, and it's just like, oh, it's so last minute and I don't know, should I even bother writing in or doing it? Like, yeah, do it. Take your shot. Believe that you're worthy of receiving it. The answers you need are coming. Again, I also feel like, again, you are leaving an era of confusion, or you are leaving an area of like a time of pause, or a time of Spirit being like, we can't tell you what's going on right now. Things are working out. You're just going to have to kind of sit in this unknown area. If you have been feeling that energy, um, I feel like a big change in your vibration, or a big change in your energy, especially in your lower chakras. I'm feeling all kind of weird energy right now in like my sacral and in my like solar plex chakra. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Again, there's this balancing energy here. Again, Spirit is saying balance this out, because you know, if you don't take time to rest, if you don't take time to, you know, be by yourself, to turn off your devices and do that, You might start to get overwhelmed. Again, with this full moon in Cancer, you're releasing some kind of personal issue here. Okay, their personal issues, a personal issue reaches resolution. So something that you've been, especially if it has to do with your family, or if it has to do with like your emotions around your family or emotions around connection. Okay, your energy is going to be running really high. You could be feeling that a lot right now. I know I am. um Spirit is saying like it's okay. This high energy, like, oh, I'm feeling kind of intense. It's an intense energy, right? I'm doing a lot of releasing. It's gonna balance out, right? This isn't. You're not gonna feel this way for the whole entire month, right? Or if you start to feel this way, you're not gonna feel this way the whole entire month. Trust that some rest and replenishment and some relaxation is happening. But some of you will definitely, yeah, yeah. So for some of you, energy is really about to pop off for you in the last part of this year, and especially going into 2024. So Spirit is saying this could be the last few months of like some really deep rest and replenishment. So make sure that you're living that to the fullest, right? Live out this respite area, this respite time right now, of this respite energy, because she's about to pop off. And you're about to be very busy. You're about to be doing a lot. You're about to have a lot of people in your face, a lot of stuff to do, okay? You're very close to achieving your goals, and yeah, some adjustments will be required along the way, right? So you won't be able to keep, um, yeah. There's some kind of energy here around like the energy that you're in right now is not going to stay. So if you're feeling kind of like, yeah, it's kind of this energy of like, well, you better enjoy, because I feel okay. Sorry, I feel like Spirit's intention to have you in this hangman energy was an intention to have you have some time to really deeply reflect on yourself, to deeply reflect on your relationships, to deeply reflect on changes in your environment. Again, I definitely feel like, this Venus retrograde that we're in right now is going to end at the beginning of September, pretty much almost a month from now. And, things will be kind of balancing out in your energy a little bit more after that as well. So I just think some last minute changes are coming up I think that you've done enough work that you'll be able to really handle these in stride. Okay. And also, there will be a time coming up very soon, within the next over the next few months. Three months is what Spirit's saying. Over the next 3 months, okay? So August, September, October, okay? You are gonna look back on this time, and if you don't spend this time resting, replenishing your energy, doing that, if you just spend your whole time right now thinking, I just can't wait till this is over. I can't wait till this is over. I can't wait till more energy comes in. I can't wait till things get exciting again. I can't wait till I'm busy and I have all this and I have all that, and I'm going and I'm doing and yeah. There will be a future version of you that looks back that's like, I should have just enjoyed the rest that I had. I should have enjoyed my life a little bit more, because things are going to get very busy. Things are going to get very like, got to do them, got to take your life very seriously. So if you are being in the privileged state right now to have a little bit more free time, like for some of you, I'm getting that, that this summer was a good fun time for you, but coming back into the fall, you could be going back into classes. Things are going to start to get intense. You're going to start to have projects due, and things like that are coming about. And so you're going to just be like, yeah, it's that whole thing. How people are like in the wintertime, people are like, I can't wait till it gets hot. I can't wait till the summer's here. And then as soon as the summer's here, people are like, I can't wait till it gets cold. I can't wait till it's Halloween time. I can't wait, and then Halloween time is going to come and people are going to be like, yes. And then Christmas time is coming and people are going to be like, yay, or whatever. And then people are just like, oh, I'm so over it. I can't wait till spring. I can't wait till change. It's that kind of, you're going to kind of look back on it a little bit and be like, so you can look back on it and be like, wow, I really rested and I really replenished, and I really, um, I really enjoyed that time that I had, and I'm glad that I did, because things have gotten really, I'm not saying things are getting bad or tough. It's just serious. It's this very serious energy that's coming up where it's like, I got to be on time. I got to be doing this. I got 10 things to do a day, and, I'm very busy. Remember the good old times when I only had a couple of things to do a day? whew, I had no idea how good I had it. That's kind of the energy that it's giving me. So just enjoy, relax, enjoy this peace and this kind of energy of replenishment and this energy of just having a good time with friends and family, enjoying when the weather starts, at least from my area, when the weather starts breaking and it starts cooling off and it feels so good to be outside and doing all those things. Just really enjoy that while you have it, because things are really about to change. It's going to be good, but they're just going to be different, and you're going to look back on this time thinking like, because I was watching a reading the other day and somebody was saying that there was relationships and things coming in, and they were saying like, once you get married, or they were saying in general, because they were talking about themselves, they were like, you really, like, when you're single, you think about getting in a relationship, you think about doing this, if you're that type of person, and then you get in a relationship and you're looking back and you're like, wow, my single times, I would just spend my whole single times wishing that I was in a relationship. And now there's some times that I wish, not that I wish I was single, but that, there will be times like once you get married, once you start having kids, once you start having this, you'll be like, oh, the good old days, my single days, when I could do whatever I wanted and I had a lot more free time and I had a lot more opportunity and money to travel and do things. And it's like, ooh. So Spirit is saying, enjoy those times while you have it. Enjoy those moments while you get them. Don't spend that time wishing you were somebody else, wishing you were something else, wishing for, this time to be over because you're just ready to be somewhere else or be doing something else. Enjoy your moment and enjoy your time while you have it now, because things will change. And at some point you'll be like, I wish, if you don't, you'll be like, I wish I would have enjoyed it, or I wish I would have seen it for the blessing that it really, really was. Okay. So you have that opportunity because you're viewing this now. You have that opportunity to change your mindset now and to just enjoy it for as much as you can. Right. Like I said, that doesn't mean that bad times are coming. That just means that more serious and a lot and a lot more. I feel like you're just gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy. You're gonna be traveling. You're gonna be doing stuff. And you're gonna be like, oh, remember when I remember a few months ago when I was just sitting around enjoying my time, and I was so excited and so ready to move and start a new life and start all this. But now I'm here in the middle of it and I'm moving and I'm dealing with selling the house and buying a new house and I am, transferring over and I'm starting this new job and I'm having to learn and I'm having to do this and we're doing all that and we're unpacking our stuff and we're moving in and we're painting and we're renovating and I was so ready to get here and I'm happy that I'm here and it's, my life is changing and everything like that. But I remember a few months ago when I was just being able to kind of sit down and enjoy my weekends and they weren't filled with going here and doing that and doing this project. It was really nice. So enjoy it while you have it. Okay. Enjoy it while you have it, because you'll experience so much good things and so much life and excitement in your future, and things are going to be really great. You're going to be really loving it. But Spirit is saying there's no reason to not love where you are right now. So that's the main advice that they're giving you, is love where you are right now. Love the moment that you're in right now. Love who you are right now, because, it's going to be changing. It's going to be changing, and there might be, and there will be times when you look back and you're like, I miss those times. You're going to love where you are, but you're still going to look back and think, I miss those times. So don't take them, take advantage. Take advantage and don't take them for granted. Don't take where you are right now for granted. Okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you guys. I hope this brought the love, light, and clarity that you were looking for in your situation. Okay, my loves. Thank you so much to your spirit guides for guiding you here. Thank you for giving me your time of day and your attention for a little bit. Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you to my spirit guides that are here helping me deliver this message, as well as keeping me safe while I do so. Okay, I really appreciate you guys. As always, if you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is listed down below. Hit me up on the emails and we'll go from there. I really appreciate you. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful life. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.